What is Circle? At Circle, we're building a digital dollar that brings the power of the internet to money. Circle's the place where crypto meets stability, where local businesses meet global customers, and the US dollar meets USDC. Visit circle.com/podcast.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell. Getting help for my anxiety made me feel like myself again, but we have all sorts of reasons for putting off taking care of ourselves.
I thought I could just keep pushing through my depression symptoms.
Let's push through dinner with the in-laws, not life.
I don't want medication to change who I am.
Understood. But what if it helps you feel like yourself again?
I hoped my depression would just go away after a while.
Same. But for me, it was kind of like wishing away my taxes.
I've thought about trying medication for my anxiety before, but I don't know where to start.
I've got you. Through hers, you can get a prescription 100% online if a medical professional determines it's right for you. And through the hers app, you can message them at any time. There shouldn't be a stigma about taking medication for anxiety.
Start your free assessment today at forhers.com/care. That's forhers.com/CARE. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Controlled substances like Adderall are not available through the Hers platform.
You aren't just one you. There are many sides to you. There's the one that lives for drama.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
The one with the wild side.
I'm on my way to Flavortown.
And the one who's a kid at heart.
You will respect my authority.
There are many sides to you. And they all deserve the best. Introducing Max, the one to watch.
Start streaming iconic series, movies, originals, and family favorites. Subscription required. Visit Max.com.
Second date update. We get a lot of listeners who email the show describing their dates to us.
Yeah.
But Sophia is the first to ever say her first date was just like the love story in the movie Up.
What? That's a terrible.
That movie's so
I mean, it's an interesting way to describe it because that relationship, I'm pretty sure, has a pretty sad ending.
I mean,
she's like, I'm 96 and my husband died.
It's beautiful, but she's the one that should be dead if that's the story.
Oh, your wife is the
Yeah. Or who knows? Maybe
It's
they're
really sweet,
maybe their date
though.
involved a chubby Boy Scout at some point.
Or just a lot of balloons.
Yeah.
Oh, and a big nosed doggy.
The Boy Scouts is usually how my dates end up, and then the police come in. And
We're like the
things
Man
happen.
Scouts.
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to get into it, but let's welcome to the show, Sophia. Sophia, can't wait to hear how you felt like your date was like that Pixar film.
There was no Boy Scout.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there were no balloons.
No balloons either.
All right.
Is the
Sounds
guy
like a
just
very good
super old?
Square glasses.
Yeah, what do you mean it's like Up?
Well, you know how they're just like this perfect match right from the beginning? It felt like that, and it felt like we just fit, and I could just see the whole montage, not all the sad stuff.
Man, that is a lot of pressure on a first date to feel that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Totally.
People can relate.
So who died on the date?
Nobody died.
Okay.
But a house got repossessed.
It's just her hope that died because he's not calling back.
Maybe it'll make sense the more that we hear the story. Let's start with the guy's name.
So his name is Andy.
Okay, where'd you meet him?
We actually met on a dating app, and we talked for a while. I thought he was so cute. He had that perfect square jawline, and even did his hair similarly to Carl from the movies.
Wait, oh my God!
Oh, cute.
The old man in Up does have a really square head. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, did you tell him that?
I did. I did mention it a little bit.
That could be.
But I mean, I told him that I thought it was so cute.
Well, we're going to mark that as red balloon number 1.
Yeah, that's a good way to call it, Jeff. I like that.
What'd you guys do for your date?
My sister actually gave me this vintage wicker basket.
Oh, God.
I was telling Andy that I've always wanted to use it. I've never had a good enough excuse.
I love a good picnic
A picnic basket.
A picnic basket.
Was your sister perhaps a chubby Boy Scout? No?
She just gets super high and watch Up and thinks that she lived the movie.
She didn't leave her home?
Yeah, because where did he go? I was floating in the sky.
Stop, you gotta stop them. Tell us what happened.
Sorry,
It's so
People
funny
are
though.
texting in. They want us to shut up.
You wanted to use your picnic basket.
He was down for that?
He was so excited, and it was so just wholesome.
Okay.
And he was in charge of bringing the actual food, and I was in charge of bringing the activities.
And the basket.
Yeah.
With no food in it.
activity?
I ended up bringing bubbles, which I realized quickly was really stupid.
I was thinking a Frisbee would be a cool...
Bubbles.
I see that now.
Okay.
The bubbles lasted for all of 30 seconds. It wasn't super entertaining. I brought some finger painting stuff. I thought that would be cute too.
Finger
How
painting.
old is this guy? Can I ask this? He's 7.
I mean,
Maybe would have loved it then.
The big bubble wands are actually sweet.
Yeah.
Like
There you
the
go.
full-size ones.
what did he say when you're pulling out all this elementary school?
It's like a fun day at the park, but this does not seem romantic.
I mean, we're both creative people, and so he laughed and blew a few bubbles. And so I thought that maybe they'd be good activities to keep the hands distracted but allow conversations to flow. And so, I don't know, I thought it was a good idea.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We have
All
red
right.
balloons 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Keep going.
This is not that bad. We're kidding.
we're just
It's-
joking around.
As long as you were happy and he was happy. So what happened next?
Yeah.
So the part that was more like the movie Up, we walked around the park. We found this perfect spot where there was a clearing. We laid down this old blanket and we just looked up at the clouds. We talked and shared our dreams, and it was just.
Were either of you
Like the
drunk? And
montage.
had anybody been drinking at this point?
No,
Yeah.
no drinking. Surprisingly, it was so natural, and that's what I meant by something just seemed very comfortable and.
Okay.
That's great.
I mean,
I'm happy for you.
We are so jaded.
We're giving you a hard time about it, but it sounds okay so far. Was there
Sounds
any
amazing.
Was there any low moments during the date or anything that has you worried?
There was one, I think, really small moment that is the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
Okay. What happened?
So this sweet little golden doodle ran up to me
stop
at
it.
one point.
There's a dog? I mean, you're at
it's
the
a park. I guess there would be dogs, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that a low moment?
Yeah.
Well, the owner walked up and I started asking him questions about his puppy because I thought it was so cute. And now that I'm thinking back on it, maybe Andy could have thought something else was going on. I'm like,
oh, like you were hitting on the golden doodle's dad?
I mean, the owner was an attractive guy, and I was asking a lot of questions. It was genuine interest about just
His jaw
the
was
dog.
even squarer than the guy you were with.
They actually would have included that in the movie Up if the woman didn't die at the beginning. The real story.
Well, when I looked back, the whole time I thought Andy was right there, but I looked back and he was sitting on the blanket just blowing bubbles by himself. So I broke off the conversation very quickly after that. I went back to Andy and I apologized and, was saying I just really like dogs, but I don't know, it felt like maybe a little awkward.
That's not a red flag to you, huh? Or a red balloon, sorry.
Yeah, we're going
Jeffrey,
balloons.
red balloon.
But overall, it was a really, really great day, but he stopped responding to my texts. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because this has now turned into the ghost of Up. I'm ghosted.
Okay.
Ghost of Up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's more like Coco.
I get it.
Brooke and I understand.
There's definitely been
I'm
a lot
with
of
you.
red balloons on this first date. We're going to try and
99.
pop them and bring us back down to earth, get you a second date when we call Andy for you right after this, okay?
Thank you so much. Give me my Disney dream, please.
Hold on.
Second date update.
It's the music per request by Brooke.
Yes.
99 red balloons.
I love this song. It's
And
so good.
We're using them to symbolize red flags because our listener Sophia compared her date to parts of the movie Up. Not the death parts or the Boy Scouts or the floating house.
No.
99% of the movie.
Like 99 balloons.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
the connection that she had, which she describes in her email as possibly lifelong.
My God.
If we can get her another date with Andy after they're made up at the park.
He does kind of look like, because of his chiseled jaw, a young version
Yeah,
of old
totally.
So there's similarities there. That's my recap. Brooke, your
Yes.
witness.
Good job.
Feel free to badger her.
No, honestly, if this actually works out for you, what a great start to a love story.
Oh,
I mean, that's what
yeah.
you're trying to write here, which, it's a lot of pressure. No? Hello?
Sophia?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I know a lot of people tune out the
Yeah.
second that Brooke starts talking,
Yeah, I
so
know I did too,
I apologize for throwing it over to her.
Was trying to be encouraging, Sophia. That's why I'm going to
It was
stop doing
actually
that.
cute.
Yeah.
I like what Brooke said.
She's
I'm
rooting for
excited
you.
for you.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
She's fantasizing about her future. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, don't be nervous. We're here for you.
Yeah, let us take over, and we're going to call Andy for you. You can stay quiet till we call you in, okay?
Or just stay quiet even when we do call you in, because that's kind of your thing.
That's yeah. We'll try to not let Brooke talk too much.
Wow.
But here we go.
Okay. Snooze fest. All right.
Hello.
Hey, is this Andy?
Yes, it is.
Hey, what's up, Andy? You're not sure if you're used to being on any radio shows early in the morning, but today's your day.
All right,
You're
Andy.
on the radio, bud.
Yay!
Welcome to the show.
See, as soon as Brooke starts talking, every time she talks.
What is going on? Is it on?
That's the problem, I think.
Andy, you still there?
We hear you.
Let's turn that thing off. Andy, you still there?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey,
Sorry,
man.
bro.
So,
Hey, Andy.
you're on Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and we're doing something called a second date update, trying to help out one of our listeners that you met up with recently named Sophia.
Okay.
Yeah?
Hey, do you remember Sophia?
Yeah.
Ooh, you sound really down about it.
Or maybe he's just skeptical. I mean,
And this is
maybe.
a little shocking. A random radio show calls you.
So this is how the segment works. Our listeners email us asking for help to hook you two up again because she doesn't know why you haven't done that yet after what sounded like a really nice date in the park.
Yeah.
Were those just vowels?
Yeah. It's like sometimes why?
Let me just give you an easy question. What do you think about Sophia?
To be honest, I just kind of didn't trust her all that much.
What?
Oh, trust?
I'm
an
sorry.
important thing.
That's just shocking to us because she just sounds so innocent and lovely and
I mean, yeah, that's what people want you to believe.
that's
but
what she sounded like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe she's so
maybe
good
she's
of
a good
liar.
actor.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe you have some insider info that we don't know.
Yeah, why do you say you don't trust her?
It was like something about her profile. We met online.
But, I mean, if it's on her profile, you would know that before you went out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well, on her profile, like the last picture she has is like a picture of her feet. For some reason, I noticed.
What?
Oh.
Like in the sand on a beach or something?
Yeah, somewhere. And that was really weird because I saw her in person and like they weren't her feet.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
I felt a little foot fished, I guess.
Foot
What?
fished?
Foot fished.
You got foot fished.
What does that even
You
mean?
got catfin.
How did you even see her feet?
Well, she had them off when we were,
She had her
having a
feet off?
picnic.
I know at the park. No.
Call
There's
someone
a
about
tangent.
that.
She took her shoes off in the park?
She took her shoes off, right.
Okay.
Sets her plan.
Are you like a feet guy?
No, I'm not a feet guy at all. Like, they're fine feet. I just noticed that they weren't her feet, and I.
Oh.
How
Okay.
can you tell?
Yeah.
You're saying
You don't have to be a foot guy to realize it's just like that her feet on the profile were just completely different feet. And, I mean, I don't know why you would lie about your feet. Or
Huh.
it is a little odd that you would highlight it on your profile.
Everyone's trying to make money off foot pics.
You think that's what it is?
Well, we should call her and ask her if it was a mistake, if she even realizes she did it.
Yeah,
Because,
call her. I bet she'll tell you they weren't her feet.
oh,
Oh,
That's
then
a-
she'd be
that's an-
telling the truth.
it's an interesting
Challenge
idea to
you.
call her, or we don't even have to because she's actually on the other line already, listening and wanting to talk to you.
What is going on? Like, is this a big setup?
No, it's not. You weren't responding, and I thought our date was so great, and we had a great connection, and I just wanted answers.
Okay, well, what's going on with the feet on your profile?
Do you know what he's talking about?
I do. So I guess like the first reason is like it weeds out the weirdos.
I think it attracts the
I was going
weirdos,
to
if
say, wait,
anything.
it sounds like it does
Well,
opposite.
you know very quickly who is going to be weird and who's not when
Oh, I
they're
see.
reaching out.
If they're commenting specifically on your foot pic,
Yes.
that's how you know don't respond to
I
them.
noticed you liked and commented on just the foot.
That to me is just like weirdly manipulative.
No,
And
no.
it sounds like Andy didn't even react to your foot pic online.
Well, that's why she liked him.
Right, so...
No, there's more. I
What?
promise.
Okay.
If you read the caption on my picture, it says those are like my perfect dream Disney feet. Like, I thought it was like quirky and funny, and like Disney princesses have perfect feet, but I was trying to like make it a funny joke of.
So you're the foot weirdo.
Like I don't have Rapunzel's toes or Snow White's ankles.
Okay. I mean, Andy, did you read the caption of her foot pic?
I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't something I really noticed until after. Like, I was just looking at her profile, and, I mean, girls post a lot of crap that you just don't care about. And I was just like,
No, that's the answer we're looking for, Andy. Wait, did you see that caption? Is she being honest about it? Like, is it still there, Sophia? Could he pull it up and look at it right now?
It's there. It's definitely there. And, like, I was very upfront, like, these are not my feet. These are like my perfect Disney feet. So,
So she's saying it's a trap to weed out the weirdos, and she was honest about it.
And it does make sense a little bit because we spoke to Sophia earlier, and she was mentioning the movie Up a lot. And how
she's a Disney
she's
adult.
big into Disney and things like that. That really resonates with her. She said she even told you that you looked like the man from Up.
The young version.
Which, you know you're a Disney adult if you know the old guy's name. You know, she knew his name was Carl.
I don't even know his name.
Don't you see that as a compliment, Andy?
Disney adults freak me out, man. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
What?
No, she said you were handsome.
What? That's not what you said on our date, Andy. We were like laying on a blanket looking up at clouds in the sky, and you were pretty upfront with your Disney knowledge.
Well, okay, I didn't think it was related to feet, though, at the time. And that's like, that takes it to a whole different level.
Well, if you had a problem with it, I'm not sure why you didn't just bring it up and why you instead chose to ghost me. That seems pretty immature.
I will say she's coming across pretty
That
mature.
was me bringing it up. Ghosting you.
Oh. Okay, that's not
Very
really
passive-aggressive. Just like Carl from Up movie.
You think he's passive-aggressive?
He's very passive-aggressive, grumpy man.
Sad.
Wow. It's pretty obvious he's not happy.
He's not happy.
Just died.
Yeah, because he loves her. And that's what we're trying to establish here, a love connection.
Yeah, just wait till she sends you a boob pic.
Like,
that'll be like fake boobs, too. You know? You'll never know what body part you're getting.
Before we start sending erotic photos to each other, let's send you out.
Disney photos.
Let's just send you out on a second date that we would pay for if you're up for it, Andy.
It's just the Disney thing is just kind of weird, and the feed thing, man. You know, I can handle little Disney, and like, you know, I went along with the conversation, but it's just kind of like,
Wow. Okay, that's too bad.
Just can't handle getting
Well,
foot fished.
Andy, I hope that you find somebody who can at least compete with your Pokemon card collection. So.
Oh, do you have one of those?
Sick burn. Yeah, I have like old Pokemon cards from when I was like 12.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, they're worth a lot of money now, so it's actually financially
It's actually
very
kinda
responsible.
Cool. Kind of jealous of you, bro.
I guess have a great life, Andy. I don't know what else to say. It's really disappointing that you decided to act that way. I guess if you want to call somebody childish, sure, I'll take the blame. But at least I am happy at the end of the day, and I don't burn bridges with people that would have treated me well. So
yeah, I guess you could go make your own happy ending.
Yeah. But then usually that costs extra, though, Brooke. And then...
No, Jeff, never mind.
That's not the same
Disney.
You said the wrong words.
Oh, okay.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Finding a good movie can be harder than finding a sitter on date night.
Your kids? Yeah, right.
Prime Video has you covered with the hit movies on Prime like Air and Creed 3. Plus, you can rent or buy the latest new releases like John Wick Chapter 4 in one easy place. Look at that. Now you have more time to watch. Prime Video, the one app to unite them all. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
In Denver, a girl's getaway to the city comes with a side of Rocky Mountains. Shopping in Cherry Creek turns into delicious Larimer Square eats. Sunny days in Wash Park lead to sizzling nights in River North. And a concert at Red Rocks means dancing with a view. When you're planning your girls' trip, come to the intersection of life and however you like living it. Denver, always welcome. Plan your getaway at visitdenver.com/summer. Sponsored by Visit Denver.
For dogs, fear and anxiety can sound like this. If that sounds like your dog during scary stuff like thunderstorms and fireworks, travel, or when you leave them home alone, Thundershirt can help. Thundershirt provides gentle, calming pressure by easily and comfortably wrapping around your dog's torso, keeping them calm, and is shown to help in over 80% of dogs with anxiety. Order now at buythundershirt.com and receive a free bag of calming chews with the purchase of any Thundershirt. That's buythundershirt.com.